So today I decided that I was gonna work on the Suzuki because I definitely saw that it needs to be worked on. So yeah, this is me right now. I was just setting up everything. I went up to it. So I need to take down the handbrake first so that I can move it out. So that's me over there, just opening it up so that I can actually get it out of the garage. I wasn't shooting the time that I was actually getting it out of the garage. I blame myself for doing that, but yeah, it got out, and then I had to loosen up the steering wheel a bit, as you can see, as I'm trying to do right now. I had to put in the key into the ignition. So once it actually got rolling, I rolled it out the garage. I had to pull it outside actually, but yeah, I actually did pull it outside and everything was okay. So this is it. Then I noticed that actually I wanted to try to start it up first. So then I popped up the hood so that I can actually prep it up to actually put on the jumper packs on it so that I can try to jump start it. Once I actually opened the hood up, I went to the other side of the house so that I can fetch the other car so that I can try to jump pack the Suzuki and actually try to start it up. I wasn't really too sure if it was actually going to start, but I was just taking my chances. So I just opened up the second gate so that I can take the Ford to the other side and try to jump at the Suzuki. The last time this car actually ran on its own was back in 2025, and it's been that long since the car actually ran on itself. But I did have hope that it would actually start up, although I removed the radiator off of it. So I definitely had to swing it around because the battery for both cars is on the left side. So I was just trying to swing around the Ford and then get it aligned to the left side of the battery on the Suzuki also. Then I opened up the hood of the Ford so that I can prep it up also and put on the jumper packs on it also. I pulled out the jumper cables out of the Ford so that I can prep it out. I just unwinded them so that I can put them straight. I put down the ones in the bottom so that I make sure that my safety is on. And I put on my black wire on the negative and the red wire on the positive side of the battery. So I put it like this just for safety so that I can make sure that they never meet, because they must never meet. Then I started up the Ford and then prepped it up down to the Suzuki. I took the positive wire to the positive side of the Suzuki. So red wire to the positive, black wire to the negative, as you can see as I'm doing here. Once I did it, I went up to the driver's side of the Suzuki to go and try to get some power into the ignition. So once I actually got inside, I noticed that there was no power flowing into the battery. Then I just thought that maybe the battery pack or the jumper packs were not working. So I made a closer inspection to it, and I noticed that it is true that these jumper packs aren't working properly. So I decided that I needed to improvise about it. So I went out to get a wire and actually feed down the electricity from the Ford to the Suzuki through a direct wire. The amendment that we did here actually did work, and the battery actually started charging up as we tried to crank up the car. Then this happened.
Guys, kay't teresa sa bag. Tira. Up. Sharp. Good. Suzuki.
It seemed like the starter motor wasn't cranking up the flywheel on the engine, so I just turned off the Ford and started dismantling the jumper cables that were on the car. And then I just wondered to myself what really was the problem with the car as I was standing here giving it the look of shame. But I decided that I was gonna let it sleep and pass by, and I would regroup with myself tomorrow and rethink about what's really going on here and try to do even further research on what happened down there before I start dismantling any parts of this car any further than I have already done. I reached out to one of my friends to inspect the sound that this car was actually making so that he can give me advice.
Yeah, since the nose check was connect was check or sarana. So kuni raflawi. Yeah, check a horse out one. Check or sarra.
After that message, I noted that I need to remove the starter motor from the Suzuki, which wasn't much of a problem for me because I know it was located from the back. So in the next video I'll be posting, I will be attempting to remove the starter motor from the Suzuki. And if you enjoyed the video until this far, please leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for the next video we'll be posting, just as an update continuation of this journey with the Suzuki.